So thank you everyone for joining our third session in the Salesforce Revenue Cloud series. My name is Chandrika. In session 2, we have discussed about product catalog management and its configurations, and we also created a code for a simple configurable product in the RLM. Now, in this session, we will be talking more about the product catalog management architecture, how to create bundle product and its product structure, and how we can override the product component attributes in bundles, and how to include or exclude picklist values in overridden product attributes. Then we will be having a demo or a hands-on exercise. So let's talk about the product catalog management architecture. We have APIs in this. We have a catalog management, we have product management, attribute management, and rules management. So, product catalog management or the RCA use their primitive APIs for product catalog management that serves the catalog definitions to users or applications. Like you can retrieve, search, filter or the short catalog records by hitting a API request like post request, get request. Okay, it supports uh, all the primitive APIs. Okay, then we have a catalog management. Under this, we can define our catalogs and catalog categories. Okay, in our product catalog management, we can define our product as a simple product or a configurable products. Okay, and after that we have a attribute management. Once we define the product in the catalog, then a product might have a characteristic, so those characteristics are going to define the attributes, and all attributes might have some pick list values. So those the pick list values will show the characteristics of the products. Okay, and we can also group all the attributes in the attribute categories. And after that we comes to the rules management. We can define like using these define rules, we can define the customers eligibility and the availability of for products or the product categories. So we have three rules. One is qualification rules, qualification procedures, then configurations rules. So let's talk about how to create the bundle product and what are bundle products. So bundle products are nothing, are the groups of products that are sold together as a one unit. Basically, we group or club the products to increase the sales. Okay, and and you can also create a static or a configurable products in the RLM or RCA. We have categorized it in our four categories like static simple products, we have configurable simple products, static bundle products, and configurable bundle products. If I am talking about what is simple static products, then it is meaning that a product having no hierarchy, and we can't do any configuration in it. It either does not have the attributes or the attributes are in a read only format. Okay, so you can't configure those products during the sale. If I'm talking about the configurable simple products, then we have the in this category we don't have the hierarchy, but we have the attributes. So once the salesperson is going to add the product from the code, then they have some attributes. Based on those attributes, we can select the products in the catalog, in the code. Then we have a static bundle. It means that all the components products are static and the mandatory, and the user can't choose the option during the sales, and also each component in the bundle is not a configurable. It either does not have any attribute or none of the attributes are editable. But in a configuration bundle product, we have a one or more levels of hierarchy, and at least one of the product within the bundle is configurable. It has the attributes, and the user can change the configuration during the sales journey. To make the bundle products, so user should have the permission, that is manage product catalog, and also and to structure the product, we have a RC access permission set. Okay, without having these permissions, the user or the designer would not able to configure the products. Now let's talk about the what are the qualifications rules, qualification procedures, and the configurations rules. So if I'm talking about the qualifications rules, it is define the customer's eligibility and the availability of the products for the product catalog categories, uh, and and it is configures the qualifications rules using the criteria such as the location, accounts, attributes, and the purchase history and more. So we have we can say that a product is only available for the customer in a specific reason, or the product is only eligible for the accounts with a certain credit limit. So we can limit, or we can we can define some rules. On that basis we can show the product to the customer. So under this we can write the qualifications rules, disqualifications rules, and we have a context definition in it, and a users type and the decision tables. Under decision table we make some logics, and there are multiple matching outcomes based on inputs. So we just match the criteria and make available that product to the customer. In a configurations rules, a configuration rule is a piece of logic that dictates how products can be configured and added to a order or the code. These rules automates and control the product configuration, ensuring the consistency and the espe- efficiency, especially in the complex scenarios. Uh, like in this like configurations rules are basically to show like which product to be added to what customer, and which product need to be hide, and the customer have the ability to configure the product or not. So those kind of things we can manage in the configuration rule. So we can do configuration on three bases, like bundle. We can write the bundle rules, product rules, and the attribute modifications rules in it. Okay, and it has a three component basically. We have to define the rule scope, and then we have to set the condition, then we have to perform the action, either to add the product or remove the product, or change the attribute or displaying the attributes. It is simply valid. It is also validate the products, and you can show the message in the end of the selection of product, like why this product is not showing to a specific customer or not. Okay, all those criteria would be defined in the configuration rule. So we have override product component attributes in the bundle. It allows you to modify the characteristics of the individual product within a bundle, and ensuring they meet the specific requirement for the bundle's overall configurations. And we can also exclude or include the pick list values in the overridden product attributes, like which pick list value should be available for the product, right? I will show you a demo like how we can include or exclude the list values. So this is our hands-on exercise. Under this, I have a scenario where we have to create a bundle product, that is the essential product, and this product would contain a three product. First is ThinkPad X1, second is HP Lightbook, and third is keyboard. And each have their list prices. The ThinkPad X1, the list price would be a dollar 1200, and the HP Lightbook have the $1000. The keyboard have the $100. So once when customer want to purchase a single product, then it would be 1200 plus 1000 plus 100, it would be a 2300 rupees. Okay, but I want to sell these product in a bundle. So if I and then I will make the list price is to a 2200. Okay. La- Basically why we write to these bundle products to increase the sale. So I will show the some some discount or offer, like if you if a customer is purchasing the individual product, then they will get they have to pay more price, but when they comes to the bundle they have to pay less. So the customer would prefer, so let's buy a bundle product. Okay, so that's why we have the bundle concept in it. Then we will be having a attribute handling. We have a one attribute that is a RAM size, and it has a three pick list value: 8 GB RAM, GB RAM, and 16 GB RAM, and 32 GB RAM. And we will be maintaining it by the single product classification, like two. If I am choosing the ThinkPad X1, then it only shows the 16 GB RAM or 22 GB RAM. Okay. If I am choosing the HP Lightbook, then it should only available in a 8 GB or the 16 GB. Okay. Then I will create the catalog, and that's the name, IT equipment catalog, and I will create a category bundle, sorry, business laptops, and assign a essential bundle to that category. Okay, so this is the scenario. Let's come jump to the demo and like do this exercise in the org. So this is a RLM org. First, we have to create the products. Select the record type commercial, and we have a product name. Make it active and give any code. So this is the configurable product. I am allowing this. When I am selecting a code, then I can change the quantity of the product. Okay, so I'm selecting it allowed. Configure during sales. So select allowed. You can select the availability of this product, when this product should be available for the sale, and the end date would be this. So right now I am creating a single product. Then I will create a bundle product, and then I will mark it as a bundle. Okay. Now select the second product is HP Lightbook. Make it active. Allowed. Now this is the third product, keyboard. So our three products have been created. So first is ThinkPad X1 product. So come to related and assign the product selling model. We have a one time product selling model, and select okay. Then define the price book. Under this we will assign the list price. So list price was 1200, right? Dollar 1200. And select the selling model is one time. And come to the second product under related. Select policy one time. and assign the price book. Then we have a keyboard. And the price is $100. Select one time. So what we did, we have created a simple three product and assigned the PSM and the price book to them. Okay. Now the time to create the bundle product. Okay. So bundle product is essential bundle. Make it active. Now this bundle product, how we can define this product is a bundle or not. So in our product type, we have to select bundle. And guys, if you have any pic of this product, then you can also assign the pics in it. Here display URL, you have to just save the URL of the pic, then this pic would be available on the browse catalog. Okay, comes to related and add the sailing model one time. Now when someone is going to purchase this bundle, then we have to define the price book, the list price of this bundle, that is 2200. Okay. Now we have a requirement. The ThinkPad X1 should be available in 8 GB, and the ThinkPad X1 should be available in 16 GB and 22 GB, and HP1 Elite Lightbook should be available in 8 GB and 16 GB. To make this, we have to come to define the attribute pick list. Then we have to define the attribute definition. Okay. And the data type should be text. Under this pick list, we have to maintain three pick list values here. The first is 8 GB. Make it active. So this the RAM pick list value have the three attribute: 8 GB, 16 GB, and 32 GB. Okay. Now we have to create the uh, this product classification. Run cat. Make it active. So now come to okay, and this product classification, and in related we have to come under attributes and assign the ram pick list value here. I don't know why it is not coming. Okay, it might take some time to display here. Okay. So before that, what we can do, uh, we can select based on category here. RAM cat, save, and same on the HP Lightbook and the keyboard. For keyboard, we don't have any like category. Okay, so it is optional. Mhm. Is it active or not? It is active. Okay, it might take some time to show like the pick list value is not showing in the classification attributes. And now before that, we can just make the structure of the bundle. So my product was essential. This is the product. So under related, we have maintained the PSM and the price book. Okay. Now comes to the structure. We have to define what sort of products would be covered under this bundle. So for this, we have to create the product group first. Name any essential bundle structure. Make save it. So this would be shown like this, and click on add button. So it will show you what product should be comes under this structure. So click on product. So a pop-up will open, and you can add up to 100 products at a time. So my product was ThinkPad. So is it this one? I'm selecting next. Okay. Okay. And we can also select in a one click. Okay. So right now I'm just showing a one product at a time. So you can define the sequence of this product when it should be in the list at the first place or the second place, and make it required. Ki whenever this bundle is selected, then this product should be available in the bundle. And you can also change the quantity during configuration. So this is a configurable bundle. You can set the minimum or the maximum quantities here. Okay, and save. So like this, the hard line will show this product is required, and add another product. The second product is HP like this one, and the third product was my keyboard. So my code was key 002, and I'm selecting this one. So this is the major. You can select the sequence. Third one. You can also make it required and allow quantities. Allow quantities means you can change the quantity. But for this keyboard, I don't want to change the quantity, so I'm not selecting this. And this is how my bundle product is created, but the dash line show this product is not mandatory. Okay, but we can make it required by clicking on this and click on this relationship, edit relationship, and make it required. Okay. So here is the point. Whenever this product is selected, then when you click on price include component, then the price for the ThinkPad X1 would be 0, and it will show this bundle price, that is 2200. Okay, so that's why I'm just making this enable. Once you make this enable, then you have to deselect allow quantity changes. Okay, you can't make both things true at the same time. And same for the HP. Make it include, and if you don't want to change any quantity, then select this. And same for the keyboard. And I already made it price include component. So here you are not able to see any attribute that we have created, the 8 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM, and 32 GB RAM. This is because we haven't assigned any category here. I hope this time it's so. All are active. Okay. Right now I'm not able to assign the attributes. Okay, we can. Okay, for this time I'm not able to assign the category, like product classification, attributes to the product classification. I can generate the code for the simple attributes. So come to the Salesforce, setting price, and click on sync. Before that, we have also create the catalog and categories. Okay, the cat the name. What is the name of that? The catalog name is IT equipment. Okay. Code is IT0010. And under catalog, we have to assign the category. The category is business laptops. Shorting order. So this is our category catalog. Under this, we have a category. Okay. Now come to the key part. Now we are creating the code for that catalog. That catalog is like visible for the salesperson or customer or not. So click on browse catalogs. So my catalog is visible, but the products, we have the category business laptop, but the products are not visible here also. So come to here again. It will take some time. It will take some time to show the products. For the time being, I'm just trying to assign the RAM category. Okay, so this time it is not syncing because it has hits the limit that we can only have the 20 refresh per hours. That's why it is not syncing and I'm not able to show you all products here.
That's okay, Chandrika. We can maybe take this up maybe in the next one
Hmm.
if it is the limit is okay.
Okay, okay. For the timing, I can show you some another catalog here. I have created the XX Electronics. Okay. So under XX laptop, we have a product bundle that is CV laptop bundle. And once I just configure it, then it will show the three products. First is CV MacBook Air, CV MacBook Pro, and the CV mouse. Okay, and all have their list price, that is the 1500, 1400, and the 40. Okay, and so once I just configure the one product here, so this is the attributes. Then the Mac Air would be available in the two specification. One is the 112 GB and the 1 TB. Okay, I'm selecting a 1 TB here and come back to the bundle, and here I'm selecting the Pro, which is available in a two specification. One is 1 TB and 2 TB only. I'm selecting this, and I don't have any configuration for the mouse. So what we can do, we can just here click here, save and next, and s- the in the background this product has been added to the code here. The process is still running. So you can see this product is comes in a code. So one second. So when you click on this bundle, so three product would be shown here, and the list price of the mouse is 40. The Mac Airbook have the 1500, and the Mac Pro have the 1400. But once it is selected under the bundle, then the client or the customer has only have to pay the 2300 rupees. Okay, so all the charges comes to the zero. Okay, so this is how we can configure our bundle and makes the prices. Okay, so and you can also see like which just click on the attributes, like which Mac Air Pro I have selected, that is a 1 TB, and for the same Mac Pro we can see the 2 TB. Yeah. So this is how you can like configure your quote during the sales cycle. So that's all. Yeah, that's all for the
Yeah,
session.
thank you so much. I think this is really insightful, and obviously the limited era will be showcasing maybe next time in the next session. How thank you so much everybody for your time on Saturday, and have a great weekend.
Thank you, everyone.